YouTube, morning. Oh, bedhead. I've been awake for maybe an hour, if that. Drinking coffee. It's time for a stogie. We're gonna smoke the Davidoff Signature 2 or number 2 Signature Tubo. Never had this one yet. Here, it's a perfect morning smoke with some coffee. We're gonna see if it's ready to smoke. I usually check these before I get on camera, but somebody was asking how I check them. What's that say? 63? Yeah, I usually like them right about 60, but let's see what the cap is. It's a little high what I usually prefer, but you know what? We're gonna smoke it. I already took it out of the tubo and I put some holes in it. It's a good enough excuse for me. It's got like a little pigtail at the end. Nice draw. I'm not sure what size this is. I'll have to look it up. Looks like a 46 or 47 ring gauge. You know. Beautiful wrapper. Nice cream coffee with some nice black Java coffee. Anyway, enough chatting. Let's smoke it. Never had this before. They're pretty mild, creamy, smooth. We're about to find out though. Well, there's some barnyardy flavor. Barely like a sweet white pepper on the retro. I mean, barely. It is smooth, very smooth on the mouthfeel. It's kind of like a hay on the palate. I guess I was expecting something a little different in my mind from what I've heard about them. And that's the thing about the buildup of a cigar. You hear people talk about them and review them, and it builds it up in your mind, and then when you smoke it, it's completely different. So I try not to do that to where I'm not let down or disappointed with the cigar from the buildup that I built up in my mind from hearing other people talk about it. So there's a little tip for you guys. Try not to let it build up in your mind. That way, if you try it, it's not a big letdown if you don't get that experience that you were expecting to get out of it. There is kind of like a breadiness kind of coming out. It's already starting to transition, even though we just lit it up. So maybe the tobacco might just need to warm up in this one. It's a slow developer. It's a late bloomer. Anyway, I don't want to smoke it too fast, so you guys don't want to just sit here and stare at this mug all day. The wrapper actually has a pretty good flavor. It's almost a little bit, I mean, it's not flavored, don't get me wrong, but when you lick your lips, it's almost got a sweet vanilla taste. There's a sweetness coming off the wrapper. And it's all natural. Like I said, it's not sweet tipped, it's not nothing like that. But we'll let this slowly develop, and I'll come back with the transition, I'm sure. And I'll look up the size while I'm done. Pretty sure it's like a 46 or 47 ring gauge by 6-7 inch. All right, we'll be back. Okay, here's a little information. This one is a 1.5 by 38. Here is a little barley, toasted wheat, oak wood, cream, brown sugar, floral spice. That's all within the foot. Okay, I read it wrong. Within the foot, barley, toasted wheat, oak wood at startup. I don't know. The cigar body in the middle, which would be the second third. Cream, brown sugar, floral spice. Okay, and then the final third would be cigar wood, dried fruit, black pepper. Wrapper Ecuador, binder DR, filler DR. Definitely getting the cream. I guess the toasted wheat would be a little bit of that breadiness I'm getting. Off the top of my head, I don't know what barley tastes like, so maybe I'm tasting that, I don't know. Is barley like fennel or black licorice? Is that what barley is? The taste, anyway? I'll have to look that up. Floral spice? No, but there is a floral note. I guess that's floral spice. No black pepper. No wood. And no dry fruit. And if there is, I'm not tasting them. But my palate's not developed like that. Got a nice crooked ash going though. Look at that ash starting YouTube. Anyway, when I talk to you guys, I smoke them too fast, so I'm gonna get off the camera for a minute and let her settle down. But the tobacco is definitely warming up. Like, not hot, but just warming up. It's waking up. There's a natural sweetness coming out of there. That might be the brown sugar. Maybe that on the retro that I was saying was a very small hint of white pepper. Might be the cedar. Shit, I don't know. Anyway, it's good though. I wasn't very impressed right at the beginning, only because, like I said, I had already built it up in my mind to be a little bit different, and I tried not to do that. So right off the get-go, it wasn't what I was expecting. We got a limp noodle starting. Anyway, I don't remember where I was going with that. All right, I'll be back. All right, YouTube. This little cigar is pretty good. Pretty good. It's transition. There is starting to be a little bit more like pepperish coming out on the retro. Very slight. I'm not sure what barley tastes like, but if it's giving off that kind of licoricey fennel taste, then I'm tasting it. It's not holding a decent ash. It's about as long as it's gonna get. It'll get a little bit longer, and then it's gonna curl and fall, which that's fine. I'm not gonna hold that against it, you know. About to take these bands off. They're nice and loose. I'll take the first one off anyway. Whoop. Slide it right on over. It actually goes pretty good with the coffee. I'm out of coffee, but it did really good with the coffee. Anyway, just want to check back in with you guys real quick and show you how it's going. Alright. Alright, YouTube. Leaf lovers. This Davidoff Signature No. 2 turned out to be a good smoke. Started off a little slow for me on expectation, which I try not to do. Turned out really good though. There's a little more peppery spice coming out on the retro at the end. A little more on the palate. There's that floral note. Kind of a, like I said, a licoricey fennel, so that might be barley. I still haven't looked it up. Definitely tastes some cedar here and there now. Still has that bready flavor throughout the whole thing, and creaminess. So I was very pleased with this one. Anyway, just want to show you what's left of it. Probably gonna smoke this down a little bit more off camera, and then it's time to get ready for the day. Had some coffee, had a stogie. Now we need to get moving. Alright folks, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys, every single one of you, even though I don't know you, but I appreciate you. Try different sticks. Try not to build them up in your head. As long as you guys keep it smoky, right?